Friend, let's make this easy for your pup. Most dog owners miss this simple step. You won't after today. This is not about being perfect. It's about loving your dog better with clarity and confidence. Give me just a few minutes and I promise you a way to connect with your dog on a deeper, more intuitive level. This isn't a trick. It's a shift in your energy that your dog will feel instantly. Try this gentle touch technique with me right now. If your dog is near, invite them over. If not, just imagine it. Place one hand gently on your dog's shoulder or the side of their chest. Don't pat, don't scratch, don't massage, just rest it there. A calm, quiet, confident wait. Now take a slow, deliberate breath with me. In for a count of 4, hold for a moment, and a long, slow exhale for 6. Let's do it again. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, hold and breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel that subtle shift? Feel the connection under your hand? That is calm energy. It's not just a feeling, it's biology. That gentle, sustained pressure helps to stimulate your dog's vagus nerve, a critical part of their nervous system that helps regulate their heart rate and promotes a state of calm. You are literally, physically, helping them feel safe. It's the foundation for everything we're about to talk about. You're teaching your dog, in their own language, that you are a source of peace, a safe space in a confusing world. Here's the secret we're unlocking today. We're going to learn how to create descriptive titles for every part of your dog's life. Think of it like a clear headline for an important news story. When you go to the doctor, you don't just walk in and say, "I feel bad." That's too vague. You say, "I have a sharp pain in my left knee when I walk upstairs." That clarity, that specific headline gets you results. It directs the doctor's attention and leads to an effective plan. We're going to do the same thing for your dog. Clear titles mean clear care. It's a simple truth I live by: slow is cheap. Rushed is expensive. Taking a moment to create a title saves you time, money, and heartache down the road. Let's start with the most important place, the vet's office. Why it matters is simple. Your dog's health depends on your clarity. The vet has, on average, just 15 minutes to diagnose a problem your dog cannot describe. You are their translator, their advocate, their voice. What you need to do is prepare your one-sentence headline before you even walk in the door. I have a rule: plans on paper survive parking lots. Don't rely on your memory when you're stressed about your best friend. Before you leave the house, write it down. I suggest a little brand anchor for this, a sticky note on ID. Take a small sticky note, write your headline, and stick it to the back of your driver's license. When you pull out your ID for the receptionist, you'll see your reminder. The exact technique is to create a title that is specific, observational, and actionable. Instead of saying, "My dog is acting weird," your headline is, "I'll be brief. My top concern today is a new limp in his back right leg, which appears only after our evening walk. What are our treatment options and when do we follow up?" See the difference? It's direct. It's specific. It asks for a plan. This isn't just a statement. It's a launchpad for a productive conversation. Let me share a quick story. A client of mine, Carol, had a sweet 12-year-old golden retriever named Sadie. The situation was that Carol felt Sadie was just getting old and slowing down. She was sleeping more and didn't want to play fetch as long. Her choice, after we spoke, was to stop using that vague title and create a specific one for her next vet visit. She wrote it on a sticky note. "My top concern is Sadie's new hesitation to jump onto the couch, and she sometimes whimpers when getting up from her bed in the morning." The change was immediate. The vet, instead of just nodding about old age, immediately investigated for arthritis. They started Sadie on a gentle pain management plan. Within 2 weeks, Sadie was initiating play again. A clear title gave Sadie her comfort back, and this clarity extends to the end of the visit. When the vet explains the plan, you create another title right there in the room. You say, "Let me repeat what I heard to make sure I have it right. I'll give this medication twice a day with food. I should call if I see any vomiting, and we will follow up in 2 weeks. Is that correct?" This isn't being difficult, you're being clear. You are ensuring your dog gets the best possible care. This clarity even applies at the checkout counter, a moment often rushed and stressful. Here's a script for financial clarity. When they're ready for payment, you say the total, I tap once. If it fails, void before a second. This prevents the dreaded card clash of multiple pending charges and keeps you in control. You are titling the transaction, "One attempt, then we reassess." Now, let's bring this powerful idea home to your daily routine. This is about training. Why it matters is that consistent commands build a foundation of trust. A confused dog is an anxious dog, and chronic confusion can lead to elevated levels of the stress hormone, cortisol, which is damaging over time. Your commands are the titles for the behaviors you want. What to do is focus on short, joyful 5-minute sessions filled with positive rewards and crystal clear, consistent commands. One command at a time. If a command fails, don't repeat it endlessly. That just teaches your dog to ignore you. Instead, take a breath, reset, and try a different approach to make it easier for them to succeed. The exact technique is to use your body, your tone, and your words to create a clear, unmistakable picture. When you say sit, you don't just bark the word. You use a calm, low tone. You might use a consistent hand signal. The moment their rear touches the floor, you reward with a happy yes and a high-value treat. You are giving the action a clear, positive, and rewarding title. If your dog is jumping on guests, the title isn't a frantic no, off, down. That's just chaotic noise. The title for what you want is sit. You ask the guest to ignore the jumping, you calmly guide your dog, and you reward the sit. You are not just stopping a behavior, you're creating and titling a new, better one. Remember to reward the behavior you want to see. This builds a foundation of positive reinforcement that makes your dog eager to listen and collaborate with you. One more thing on this. Let's talk about the hard moments. The moments of stress, fear, and anxiety. Thunderstorms, fireworks, a strange noise in the night. Why this matters is because your calm is your dog's calm. I want you to remember this. Comfort is chemistry, not luck. Your dog reads your energy, your heart rate, your breathing constantly. They mirror you. What you need to do is title the feeling for yourself and then create a plan. The moment you see the shaking, the panting, the pacing, you say to yourself, okay, my dog is stressed. This is a stress response. My job is to be his safe harbor. Then you create a title for your own state. Calm energy is still healing. I'll breathe and stay relaxed. The exact technique is to create a physical safe space for your dog. Last spring, my dog Max was terrified of thunderstorms. His whole body would tremble, and he'd try to climb into my lap. The situation was his overwhelming fear. My choice was to stop just comforting him in the moment and instead create a permanent solution. We created a thunder den in a quiet closet, added his favorite blanket, a worn t-shirt that smelled like me, and played calming, classical music on a small speaker. The change was remarkable. He began taking himself to his den when he felt anxious, even before I noticed the storm. That den became his title for safety. And in those moments, I would sit quietly nearby and remember my own breathing. In for 4, hold out for 6. Again, your calm energy tells your dog they are secure. Your gentle, resting touch reinforces it. If you wake in the night to your dog pacing, here is your title, your script for yourself. Okay, I'm awake. Rest is still restorative. I'll breathe and go dim. Keep the lights low, speak in a whisper, and just be a calm presence. A great brand anchor for this is the nightlight path. Placing a few dim nightlights from your bedroom to the water bowl creates a titled path of safe passage at night, reducing anxiety for both of you. Now, let's be honest. Our dogs don't live in a bubble. We have to create titles for other people, too. This is about boundaries and safety. Why it matters is because you are your dog's only advocate in a world of well-meaning, but often overwhelming people. Their safety is non-negotiable. What you do is decide your rules ahead of time, before the guest arrives, before you go on the walk, and then you communicate them clearly and calmly. The exact technique is what I call no equals fence, yes equals plan. A no by itself can feel confrontational. A no that is a fence, protecting your dog, followed by a yes that offers an alternative plan, feels like confident leadership. It sounds like this: I can't let my dog do that, but I can offer this safer alternative. A visitor wants to feed your dog from the table. Your response, your title for this interaction is, I can't let him eat human food because of his sensitive stomach, but I can get one of his special treats for you to give him. A person wants to rush up and pet your nervous dog on a walk. Your response, no rush, thank you for your kindness. Let's do this at a pace that feels safe for my dog. Thank you for waiting. You are not being rude, you are protecting your dog. You are being a confident, loving leader using English micro moves for confidence. Do this next. Let's think about travel, which can be a huge source of anxiety. The airport, the car, a new hotel. These are all untitled, chaotic experiences for a dog. You can change that. When you're preparing for a trip, title the carrier as the travel den. Make it a cozy, happy place weeks in advance. For service staff, like at an airline gate, your title is your request. Use this script. May I pre-board for extra time to get settled? This is a clear, descriptive title that explains your need and makes it easy for them to help you. You're not just a person with a dog, you're a person with a plan. Now, speaking of protection, we must talk about red flags. These are the headlines that mean you need to act now, not later. These are the titles you give to your vet over the phone that will save your dog's life. For your dog, these are new severe lethargy, especially when paired with pale gums. Press a finger on their gums. The pink color should return in under 2 seconds. Uncontrollable vomiting or diarrhea, especially for more than a few hours. Obvious, extreme pain, distress, or crying out when touched. And most importantly, any trouble breathing, shallow, rapid breaths, coughing, or wheezing. These are not wait-and-see situations. These are times to call your vet or an emergency clinic immediately. Your clear, descriptive title on the phone might be, "My dog is having trouble breathing. His breathing is shallow and rapid, and his gums are pale." That clarity saves precious time. Keep this information on a wallet card. A small index card in your wallet with your vet's number, the emergency clinic's number, and these red flags listed. Listen, sweetheart, I know some days are harder than others. Some days a long walk feels impossible. This is for the tired days, the overwhelmed days. If a 15-minute morning walk is too much, do 10 minutes of gentle training inside. Practice, sit, and stay. Do 5 minutes of the calm touch and breathing we started with. Even 5 minutes of focused, positive connection makes a world of difference. Here's a brand anchor for those days, the shoe test. If the thought of lacing up your walking shoes feels like climbing a mountain, choose a smaller hill. If walking is too much, do 10 heel raises at the sink while the coffee brews. That small movement is still movement. Maybe you play a gentle game of find the treat in a single room. Quality food prevents health issues, proper portions keep dogs at an ideal weight, and that's an easy win every day. Measured portions twice daily, fresh water always available. These small actions are titled consistent care. And when you can't do the big walk, you find a small alternative. It all counts. Another micro practice for you is the sink smile. When you're washing your hands, look in the mirror and smile at yourself. It's a small reset, a title for your own moment. I am calm and capable. So let's bring it all together. You create clear, descriptive titles for vet visits, written on a sticky note on your ID. You use clear, consistent titles for training commands, focusing on what you want to see. You create a physical safe space with a title of its own, like a thunder den. You establish boundaries with others using the no equals fence, yes equals plan model. You prepare for travel by titling the experience. You have a wallet card with red flag titles ready for emergencies. You make your paths safe with nightlights. You practice small balance every single day, even on the tired days. And you schedule joy like it matters because it does. This is not vanity, it's freedom work. It's the freedom that comes from knowing you are doing everything you can to give your dog a beautiful, happy, and well-understood life. It's the freedom from second-guessing and anxiety. You are their world, and by being a clear, calm, and confident leader, you give them the greatest gift of all, peace. I'm cheering for you. Do you do this too? Let me know. Now, think about everything we've talked about. Which 2 habits start today?